We now bring you the 14 under North Division Finals with Game 2 of the Best of 3 series between number 1 Antipolo, whose stellar season is hanging in the balance as they are one loss away from being eliminated, and Rizal, who are peaking at the right time, winning when it counted the most. This as we continue the live coverage of the country's premier youth basketball league, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Our match at hand, 14 under North Division Finals, Rizal Switch Fiber versus JY Titans of Antipolo. Good evening and happy holidays mga kaliga. I am Eman Cabiles with Ray Hoble, and at courtside it is Nicole Lim. We will bring you the last 3 games of today, and starting off in the 14 and under North Division Finals, as we said. But first of all, Ray, how are you?
Doing good, right there. And then this is some sort of a crosstown rivalry between the two. You know? One is Rizal, and the other one is from Antipolo. But of course, this is going to be a survival game for Antipolo. The season hanging in the balance for them. For the most part of the season, they've been doing so well. Now they are really tested.
It is practically the battle of the beasts from the east.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
Antipolo and Rizal. And we take a look at their last game, which was just yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
So wherein, of course, Rizal won over Antipolo.
Yeah, and it's an excellent game plan being issued there by two familiar faces there. Different generations of UE Warriors, Roel Benaventura and Kelvin Gregorio, manning the sidelines for Rizal, no? And they did an excellent job in terms of executing the game plan. As we take a look at the field goal percentage, 44% as only 29% for Antipolo. What a time for Antipolo to melt down. And you're going to see in rebounding as well, Rizal was more aggressive, getting 8 more boards compared to Antipolo. And of course, assists, they are also playing much better. But the points inside the paint is more glaring. Rizal scoring 46 points, which is 24 points more. And then fast break points 23 to 11. So they completely outplayed Antipolo.
Now for the Antipolo JY Titans, Ray, what do you think are the keys for them to try and extend this series?
I think it's going to be more of a possession game for them. No?
Okay.
They have to treat it possession by possession rather than looking at the numbers.
Right. In the meantime, let's get this game started. We now turn you over to Gio Cruz, our venue announcer.
A pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball action continues here at Banana Court, Las Piñas City, as we bring you the Game 2 of 14 under North Division Finals Best of 3 series between Rizal Switch Fiber and Antipolo JY Titans. Now let us meet the starters from both teams. First, from Rizal Switch Fiber, 1 guard number 11, Jacob Tentilia. 2 guard number 3, John Ron Reloria. Small forward number 2, Riley De La Cruz. Power forward number 22, Daryl De La Cruz. And at center number 16, Tristan Teo. Head coach is Roel Benaventura, assisted by Kelvin Gregorio, Elmer Balahadia. Team manager, Ariel Balahadia. And now let us meet the starters from Antipolo JY Titans. Starting guard number 11, Sean Malquisto. Under guard number 20, Hans Otafilio. And forward number 77, Zion Aguilar. Under forward number 10, Domeng Ngo. And at center number 15, Zoe Cruz. Head coach is Kim Chua. His assistants are Oliver Marquez, Michael Romero. Team manager, Rafi Katingpak. Our game officials, crew chief, Rodan Johnson. Upper 1, Nino Perez. And upper 2, Carlos Sebastian. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2 Playoffs, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino.
Alright, team starters on your screen. Alright, the official basketball of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, Antipolo, Malquisto, Ochavillo, Aguilar, Ngo, and Cruz. For Rizal, it's Jacob Tendilla, John Ronu Reloria, De La Cruz, well, two De La Cruzes, and of course Tristan Teyoc. Antipolo JY Titans in the dark blue jerseys, while Rizal switched fibers in their white uniforms.
Interesting to see here is Zion Aguilar. No? He's been the key player of Antipolo, but has been nursing with an injured hand. And that has really changed the complexion here for Antipolo.
We are underway. First possession to the Rizal switch fiber. They go in, out, and back in again. Tristan Teyoc loses that ball, but will be able to pick it back, and a jump ball will be called.
Just at first glance,
Right.
you could see Teyoc literally has the size advantage here
Oh yes,
against everybody else.
a man amongst boys. Itong si
Yeah.
Tristan Teyoc. And yes, we mentioned it earlier, these are the beasts from the East. And then I remembered the 14 under nga lang pala.
Yeah.
So baby beasts from the
Baby
East.
beasts.
Yes. In the meantime, for Antipolo JY Titans, they have a perfect season
Yeah.
so far. However, in the last 3 games, especially yesterday and the other day, this is actually their back-to-back games. And in the last 2 days, they played late at night and then had the earliest game yesterday morning, wherein they lost their first game in this series to Rizal.
Yeah, but then again, it's a situation where teams had to deal with, no?
Yes.
Not just them,
Yes.
but the rest of the opposition, no? And for Antipolo, they need to forget about the record. They need
Right.
they need to focus on one game, and that is this game, for them to be able to survive.
And a lot is riding on the shoulders right now of Domingo. Yesterday morning, it was evident that fatigue is still, with him when they played yesterday morning. And let's see if he had enough time to rest going into this game. And there he is, right on cue, Domingo.
Trying to pick up from where he left off. He had a decent game yesterday. But then again, the key player here is Zion Aguilar. And the question here is the health condition.
Right.
Whether he is 100%. But I would take an 80% Zion Aguilar anytime.
Yes. In the meantime, there is the familiar, familiar production of Domingo, knocking down his first 2 free throws. Antipolo steals it back. We are up by 4. Rizal yet to score in this game, and that time good defense and shutting that baseline down and forcing a turnover against Aguilar.
And we were talking about a possible slow start and how it should affect their game in terms of fatigue. But so far, Antipolo has been having a good start.
And what a play there. The dime coming from the big guy, Tristan Teyoc, the no-look dish. And the bucket, by his teammate. Rizal switch fiber. Running again, but Reliora misses too. And Antipolo controls. Here comes the JY Titans. So that pass was too low, especially if Tristan is in the passing lane.
And credit him for sprinting back on defense.
Oh,
quickly.
yes. Rizal switch fiber from right. They go to the left side now. Oh, that was a travel. Oh, no. Check that. That was a foul.
Yeah, he was clipped while taking a shot from beyond the arc. And that is a no-no. We're seeing a lot of those, especially in the 14 under division,
Right.
where players had difficulty stopping their momentum.
And right now, Riley De La Cruz, the other half of the De La Cruzes of Rizal, knocking down his first free throw and making this a 1-point deficit. 2 more free throws coming up,
Yeah.
as that was a 3-point attempt by Riley. Second is good. We are tied at 4. Third free throw for Riley. Oh, 3 out of 3 from the line. Good shooting right there by the youngster. Now they press, talking about the result switch fiber, but Antipolo easily breaks that. Doming for 3.
And that is the best way to pay that pressing team. And that is to attack the defense.
And not just that, after the made transition 3, Doming caused that turnover against Rizal. So Domingo,
Talking about doing all the
Yes.
things that mattered.
Antipolo, JY Titans. Here's Doming. And I believe he stepped on the sideline, that right corner. Dangerous talaga sa banana court yan eh. It's like a trap, no? Dito sa banana court, yung corners, the side corners from both ends. So you really have to be aware of it. In the meantime, it is the Titans that are pressing on defense right now. And they find Tristan at the block. Double team, gets away.
No problem.
Oh, yes.
And that is something that they need to do more. No? They need to send the ball to the big guy.
Right. However, they forgot to defend the left side of the court as Zion Aguilar scores his first bucket of the game.
That is a specialty in the house for
Right.
Zion Aguilar. This guy loves to finish strong to the hoop.
In the meantime, a foul was called. See, once again, there was the midcourt trap.
Yeah.
And
They're doing
yes,
a good
hands on
job.
Chavillo.
no?
Yes. No, hands on Chavillo was called for the extended knee.
Oh,
That pass was deflected a bit. Here is Zion between the legs. Now safely to Sean Malquisto. Domingo, top of the key. That's offline. Rebound, Riley. Now here's John Ron. Going strong and all the way to the bucket. John Ron Reliora. Oh, good straight up defense that time by Tristan Teok. Short jumper.
and this is something we expected. No fast-paced style of game for both squads. Both team loves to press, but at the same time, they also love to attack.
And you can imagine the endurance of these kids. Lalo
Yeah.
na yung talagang mga nakatira sa kabundukan ng Rizal. No?
Yeah.
Except yung mga nasa Kainta. Flat dun.
And they have to travel all the way to the
Yes,
south, no?
yes.
Dito sa Las Piñas, Banana Court.
Right. They came from the northeast and they had to travel to the southwest.
Right.
Diba? In the meantime, that's a interception. The shuffle pass. Short J. Short talaga for Sian Coronel, but they get it back.
Yeah.
And his second tray of the game, Domingo.
Perfectly squared for that shot.
And the release, no? Very scientific for this youngster. Solid fundamentals coming from Domingo. Will they answer back? That is short. Rebound now. That was Eman Simple. Oh, steal. Just like taking candy from a baby and going all the way for that lay-in. It is Jacob Tentilla. he had monster numbers in their last game,
Here comes
putting in
the 1-2.
22 points. No?
Yeah. 1-2-1-1 press now being employed by Rizal.
Domingo, the short stab, too strong. Tayok controls the defensive rebound and up ahead to John Ron. Angeles, nowhere to go right there.
Yeah.
As Simble just put his hands up, didn't even need to jump and got that block. Good interior defense there by the Antipolo JY Titans. 2 minutes and 24 remaining in the first quarter, and yes, you are correct, partner. This is a fast-paced game we're having. Coronel almost got trapped. Skip pass to the other side.
Oh! Yeah. Another three-point shot this time around from McCoy.
Right.
But this guy, anything that you produce from you got from McCoy, especially in offense, it's a bonus. No, McCoy is known for his defense.
Right.
But in this game, he has been producing as well offensively.
Cian Coronel completing that fast break play after the steal.
And this guy is one player who is not afraid to produce points, and that is Cian Coronel.
Right. In the meantime, what a setup job there by John Ron Meliora, and Angeles completes it. Another three.
Yeah.
They can't miss from beyond the arc.
The fourth three-point shot of the game this quarter so far for Antipolo.
Antipolo, JY Titans, remembering why they are the #1 team in the North here in the 1400 division. And right now, they are just pouring it on. I don't believe they missed yet from the three-point line, no?
Right.
So you got 2 from Domingo, 1 from McCoy, and that last one, I believe that was Wangko, or... But we'll find out later. But
On the other hand, that three-point shot, because Antipolo is making those threes, I expect Rizal to play a little less aggressive in terms of pressing defense. So they need to put a hand when it comes to making stops on the half court. But then again, they continue the press.
Right. Tristan Teo, though, got 2 for 2 from the line. Now here's another three-point try from Antipolo, and I believe that's the first miss by Antipolo from 3. Chance for Rizal to cut this deficit further. They are down by 5. They go to the baseline and to the middle. What passing, however. Overshooting was Tristan Teo. They get it back. Baseline J offline, and that foul will be called against Aguilar on that box out play. And Aguilar, of course, Zion is protesting it. See it one more time.
They're doing a great job in sending the ball inside to Teo.
So the call sticks. That foul was against Zion. There's an open corner, no? Oh, Abukot stepped on the sideline.
And then just like we've said earlier, this is the most dangerous spot in the banana court, no?
Right.
Here at the banana court.
It's like stepping on a banana peel, no? But hindi mo napapansin, nakatapa ka na sa sideline. In the meantime, play continues. J. White, Antipolo, Titans. Now here's Coronel. Goes to the corner, another 3 is up and in!
5th triple of the game for Antipolo, and collectively they have been hitting excellently.
Right, and that was the second coming from Martin McCoy. Now they get a steal, and here is a layup. And that is good from J.D. Wangko. This prompted the Rizal coaching staff to call a timeout in order to talk things out and try to stop the bleeding. See it one more time. Well, several times as Antipolo has made a lot of threes. In the meantime, it is the end of the first quarter. These are some of the highlights there, and most
And
of the highlights coming from
coming-
Antipolo are from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
They are lighting it up for Rainbow Country as they lead 24-15 over the Rizal Switch Fibers. We will take a short break and return for the second quarter.
Antipolo JY Titans mentioned that this game, they really need to be more aggressive and focus on pass break. Binanggit rin ni Coach Terry na this game, mas papatunayan nila na deserve nila ang #1 ranking as a team. Dagdag pa ni Coach, his key players na sina Martin McCoy and Cian Coronel will be playing for this matchup. Eman and Ray?
Thank you, Nicole Lim. And yes, the Antipolo JY Titans reminded of who they are. That is their identity. They dominated the regular season games, and they will not give up in this division final series against their neighboring Rizal Switch Fibers.
So this is some sort of a reminder, no? Just trying to put a statement game, but on the other hand, this is all a matter of survival for them,
Right.
and they're playing with much sense of urgency. And then Nicole mentioned two key players out there, and then he talked about Cian Aguilar, and then of course you have Cian Coronel, no? And those two key players are going to play a pivotal role in terms of the survival mode of Antipolo. And so far they've been thriving. And a three-point play in reverse there with Simple
Right.
knocking down a putback there.
And that is a no. Letting your opponent get a rebound after a free throw shot. In the meantime, another steal here by the Titans. JD streaking to their front court, finishing with the left.
So this guy, JD Wanko, whether he is coming off the bench or being a starter, he's been a key contributor for this team.
Right. Is this another steal? Yes, it is. And you're right, partner. No? Rizal Switch Fiber still implementing their press,
Yeah.
and it is not really working for them as they have been punished by the JY Titans, especially from beyond the arc after breaking those press. Samantala, collision there in the paint as the jump by Coronel was
too
early,
Yeah.
and Francis Abuot was attempting a Pinoy step, crashing into Coronel, who was already in midair. Now, of course, the offensive player will get the benefit of the call. At the line, it is JP Abuot. Check that, Francis Abuot.
And Coronel immediately was replaced, trying to preserve them for a good stretch.
Right. 2 for 2 from the line so far. Rizal Switch Fibers have been outstanding from the 15-foot stripe.
And since Rizal has not shied away from implementing those presses, and Antipolo was forced to come up with a smaller lineup,
Right.
replacing Simple and immediately attacking at the other end and making them the defense pay.
Speaking of pay, there's the collection coming from
Right.
Martin McCoy, getting that steal and going all the way for the lay-in seat one more time, as this was a foul-counted play brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready, Martin McCoy, and one, then the flex.
And of course, Bacoy, we know him as a wing player, but this time around he's going to be forced to play much bigger than his position. But he has been so versatile. Ito si McCoy.
Right now, I'm wondering when Rizal Switch Fiber will switch up their defensive scheme, as the full court press has not been working for them so far. They are down by 15, and there's another steal. Oh, that would be an offensive foul. The push caught by our officials, pushed by JD Duanco.
Yeah. Now it's time for Antipolo's turn to employ that press. Talking about giving them a dose of their own medicine, and then they came up with a steal.
Oh, sorry, miss, but the second serving is good, coming from Sean Malquisto. And that press is working for Antipolo more than it is for Rizal.
Yeah.
Long two, short.
So we could say that Antipolo has come up with the big adjustments, the key adjustments here in their survival game. But on the other hand, for Rizal, the close-out match has proven to be more of a pressure game for them.
Right.
It's when a team is coming up with a close-out game, there's more pressure for them.
Oh, yun. That is so true, Ray. In the meantime, John Ron just forced that one up, and it is a miss. Here's Doming. They go to the baseline and back out. Now to the middle, Sean. Back to Domingo.
Oh,
In and out. But again,
good line, no?
yes, the form of this.
And
of this
another
kid.
steal.
Right.
Oh! A steal and a bucket. What a way to finish it. This guy.
Another pound for pound fitness play. That time by
Ochabilio.
Ochabilio.
And they've been getting it from unlikely sources. Koponan ng Antipolo so far has been doing it collectively.
Right. And you know what, Ray? In the last, let's say, 4 to 5 possessions, tatlo dun na steal ng Antipolo from Rizal. And I wonder when will they try to break that steal, that press by putting Tristan Teok in the middle, in midcourt, no? Dahil they're trying to dribble and it's not working. In the meantime, that attempt won't go for Francis Abukot. Here comes the Titans. Hanging in the air, though missing that runner was Doming. Finally, a clean crossing of midcourt, but no go on the offensive thrust. Back at the other end. Oh, are you kidding me?
It's McCoy once again.
Martin McCoy with a swan-like shot. I would like to see that once again before we take a break for the timeout, because that was pretty.
Yeah, awkward seeing. But it's some sort of a contra-tempo, right?
Diba? Swan Lake.
Yeah.
And that goes in. Another 2 points for Antipolo. We have a timeout from Nature Spring. Back to the action, streaming to you live from the Banana Court here in Las Piñas once again. Thank you to our gracious host, Tropang Villar, for hosting us once again at ito pang North Division Finals. Well, Division Finals of Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL. Right now, Antipolo versus Rizal. Oh, what a block from behind, but called for the body was Domingo. Oh, check that. That was Martin McCoy.
Yeah.
See it once again. Perfect timing on the jump. However, talagang kailangan niya sumampa ng konti sa likod. Sa napakalaking likod nitong si Tristan Teo. Sasabit at sasabit ka talaga, partner, no? So back at the line now, Tristan Teo. In his first trip there, he hit 2 out of 2 and remains perfect.
He's not getting much touches because
Right.
of the way Antipolo played defense, taking him away from his comfort zone, which is the inside game.
And usually, hindi pa na itatawid yung bola sa midcourt, naagaw na kagad ng Titans ng Antipolo. Here's a pull-up. That is pure. Coming from Hanso Chavillo.
And once again, those guys, those shock troopers, had been providing extra buckets there for Antipolo.
Go-ahead pass, too long for Tristan to get to. Kitang-kita na kagad natin, but the play previous to that, Antipolo had Rizal rather had a 3-on-2 situation, but Riley De La Cruz decided to take it all the way himself and missed the layup. And yeah, napabalik tuloy kagad yung bola sa JY Titans. Here's another 3, short that time. Domingo! Nakatayo lang doon.
Yeah.
Bumagsak yung bola, ang grasya, and then just knocked down that baseline J. The press finally broken. There's a drop and good play there. That's the way to do it. Tamayo scores of the beautiful dime there. In the meantime, right back at ya
Quick retaliation there.
by Zion.
Oh yeah. And each time there's a bucket here for Rizal, Antipolo was quick to respond. And for Rizal, that's not the right thing to do. You cannot just trade baskets when you are behind by a big margin.
And trading baskets, they are
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
Zion Aguilar scoring once again. And Rizal switch fiber calls for a timeout as they are down big. See this last basket by Zion Aguilar. We will take a short break after this nature and be back after this nature spring timeout. Back to the action. 3 minutes and 33 remaining in the first half of play. Eman Cabiles with Ray Hoble. And our courtside correspondent is Nicole Lim. And there is another error there. Turnover for the Rizal switch fiber. They are really having a difficult time getting through this defense put up by the Antipolo JY Titans.
And now Antipolo, Rizal is making some adjustments, but then again, making them pay was, I think that was Coronel, no?
Yes.
Who hit the 3-point shot, much like the dad, no? The Christian
Right.
Coronel, no?
Right. And yes, they are lighting it up from the Rainbow Country, talking about the JY Titans of Antipolo.
They need to have a change of pace here.
Right.
I mean, you've seen that how Antipolo has been destroying their defense. Perhaps they might want to play man-to-man now.
And this is the largest lead. Well, Tristan Teo just cut it down. Though, yeah, still a huge margin for the Antipolo.
Oh, wow. A
Escape there.
Wangko, no? We're talking about finding ways. No?
Employing the Pinoy step and going for the lefty layup
An up and under.
the underarms of the defenders. See it once again. That was under right. Parang naging Rexona siya doon.
Kili-kili shot, no?
Ni Tristan Teo. and not bothered by the looming defense, no, and the height nitong si Tristan Teyoc. Samantala, there's a three that was short. De La Cruz, Riley gets the putback to go.
And that's the way to do it for Rizal. They need to pound it inside. Last time around, they had 24 inside points, more than the rivals. So they need to do a better job getting the ball here in the shaded lane.
Right now, I believe Antipolo, well, we have to confirm it with our stats. Pero I think Antipolo has already hit 7 3-pointers no, in this game out of 13.
And we're not done yet in the first
yes,
half.
we're still in the second quarter. A minute and 48 remaining in the second quarter. Our score is 53-29. Now at the line, Daryl De La Cruz hits both. Well, at least the free throws are going. Well, yeah, and Rizal are hitting their free throws. We have another timeout, by the way. It is brought to you by Nature Spring. Back to the action. A minute and 47 remaining in the first half. Antipolo J White Titans finding themselves once again. And again, another three, this time from the left corner, coming from Cian Coronel.
And look at how Antipolo reacted. They saw that the defense has shifted to 1-2-2, so they sent somebody there at the corner. And then it was Coronel who hit that pocket.
This time, back-to-back fast break points coming from Rizal Switch Fiber, though they are still down by 22. But good side though for Rizal. And will they force a turnover? Yes, they do.
One of the rare times, no, that they were able to force a turnover.
Though we can say that most of the players right now on the floor for our JY Titans of Antipolo are second stringers. Here's an elbow three, that's too strong. Oh, the save. They find Teyoc, and Teyoc obliges.
Here comes the high 1-2-2 once again.
They go to the right elbow and back to the middle. Cian, the kick out to JD. JD can't find the basket. Trying to do too much right there, no, in that possession. Now here's the baseline drive, shut down. Angeles, nowhere to go. And another steal for Antipolo. JD Wanko going all the way, leaving Tristan Teyoc in the dust.
And once you see Antipolo running, that's going to spell trouble for Rizal.
In the meantime, that spin cycle won't work for Jacob Tendilla. And that would be it for our second quarter. Antipolo JY Titans in control as we see some of the highlights here. This is the last layup by JD Wanko, stretching it with the left even before the defense can respond. And at the end of two quarters, Antipolo up 58-36 of Rizal. We will take a short break and be back for the halftime report.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
The Hustle Club. Embrace the struggle. Believe in your hustle.
Special thanks to Tropang Villar for hosting today's games. And to Isa Botanica, Green Stevia, and GX International. Maraming salamat.
We now return live from the Banana Court, and here are some of the highlights from the first two quarters.
And Antipolo, we've seen them running and gunning, against Rizal, and they have totally taken control in this game. And we've seen this swan-like layup coming from Martin Bacoy, and to end that first half. And so far, so good for this Antipolo team. A matter of survival for them. But they've been having practically in control of the game for the most part. And they've been dominating so far. And teams are about to get ready here for the start of the third period. And we've seen some glaring stats here, particularly on the side of Antipolo when it comes to three-point shooting. They've been shooting the ball so well, hitting 6 of 13 from beyond the arc. That is a high percentage, 46% from the three-point arc. And that is one of the reasons why they have taken total control in this game. And another thing is the points of turnovers.
Right.
They had 29 points coming from the total number of 20 turnovers here from Rizal. And that was a lot. And this is a very encouraging sight here.
And guess what, partner Reyno? Another 3-point shot there.
Yeah.
Domingo opening up the third quarter.
7 3-point shot in the game for Antipolo. And it continues to pile up itong
Right.
kanilang mga numero.
The lead is now 23 for the JY Titans of Antipolo. But yeah, John Ron Arellora getting a pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. However, missing that free throw. Oh, Rizal gets it back. And he was able to feed the big as Tristan Teok scores inside.
And they need to do that more.
Right.
They need to locate Teok inside because he has that big advantage.
Almost another three there. It had a good line.
Yeah.
Just a tad long coming from
Too much muscle there
Right.
for McCoy, no?
from McCoy. But yeah, Antipolo will get it back as there was a foul on the rebound battle. No look. And there it is, the sand trap. Once again, and this time it was Zion Aguilar who fell into that tripwire of the sidelines dito sa Banana Court.
Parang pag nai-stuck yung bola ng golf, no? Sand trap.
There it is. Tristan Teok standing right in the middle,
Yeah.
and they were able to break the press. And not only that, Rizal switch fiber scoring after breaking that press by Antipolo.
Now they need to make this 1-3-1. They have adjusted to 1-3-1, no? Yung kanilang depensa.
They've dropped down already.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, the high gather by Ngo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, check that. That was
Wanko.
JD Wanko. And he did it on the right side earlier. Now he did it sa kabila naman with the left. Are you kidding me? This kid is a highlight machine. And speaking of highlight,
Didn't get the breaks there.
almost.
De La Cruz, no? But then
Right.
again, at least they are beginning to settle down.
Yes.
Itong kupunan ng Rizal.
Right. And yeah, on the screen, the pound-for-pound fitness foul counted banner came up, but that didn't go in.
Didn't
So
go in.
just to be
Rolled
clear,
out.
still,
It rolled out. That was a 3-point play opportunity, not a
Right.
3-point play completed. no?
Yon. De La Cruz sinks the second. Lead is 20 for JY Titans of Antipolo.
Now they switch to man-to-man. And that's the way to do it. Now, then you need to have some different types of defenses there.
Right.
Kailangan iba-ibang muka.
That was a good play actually by JY Titans. However, Eman simply missed the short stab.
And again, the big
The
guy.
handoff. And the push will fall for Tristan Teok once more.
And don't look now, slowly but surely. They're inching closer. Ito nga kupunan ng Rizal.
JD Wanko coming in from behind hot. Oh, he wasn't able to tap it. And going all the way was Jacob Tendilla.
Mas mabilis ako sa'yo.
That was like a 100-meter dash, partner.
And as we call an offensive foul here
Right.
for McCoy.
And that time, Jacob Tendilla's defense getting into the mug of McCoy. And see this once again. Jacob Tendilla going all the way. Actually, the teammates of JD Wanko was expecting him to tap the ball from behind, no?
Yeah. And they're showing signs of life here. It's Rizal, no? Dito sa kanilang kupunan, no?
Right. And now, here comes Antipolo on Sevilla. Sean trying to go to the middle. 8 to shoot for the Titans.
The good defense so far.
They
and
took too
completed.
long,
Yeah.
right? And yes, Martin McCoy losing the ball to the baseline. And
once
Right,
they
good defense.
turned on that switch, yung kanilang man-to-man defense, no? Somehow nagkaroon ng pagbabago dito
Right.
sa kupunan ng Rizal, no?
And Rizal switching up their defense, and not just that, their offense as well, as De La Cruz once again scores
That's
off a good pass.
And that's what they say, good defense translates to better offense. And so far, Rizal has been doing that.
Domingo all the way, finding that that narrow path, but still taking it strong and scoring for the Titans. And once again, that was a travel call. Though, yeah, they've been doing that drive and draw play successful at that, no? In the meantime, we have some insights from courtside. What you got, Nicole?
One step at a time and continue to do the play what they have shown during the game 1. Yan nga ang ilan sa mga binanggit ni Coach Ruel Benaventura of Rizal Switch Fiber. He also mentioned that this game, they must control their rebounds and limit their turnovers. Let's see if the Rizal squad will be able to bounce back and extend the final series. Eman and Ray?
The adjustment on defense has been working so far for Rizal.
This lead was as high as 23. And kahit pa paano, naibaba na ng Rizal Switch Fiber.
It's all about progress.
Right, to 16, yes.
And progress is what we're seeing so far when it comes to the defensive adjustments made by Rizal.
Right, and we have a long way to go. Enough time for Rizal to make this more interesting.
And then here comes another completed
right.
stop.
Tendilla to the running Teok. Teok gave up the ball.
It was Coach Roel Buenaventura is asking that he should have gone straight to the hoop.
Right. And lucky for Rizal, the possession stays with him, apparently. Our score is 65-49. A little over 4 minutes remaining in the third. So far in this second half, Rizal Switch Fiber finally have gotten their bearings back, no?
Yeah. I thought he's going to be called for extra steps, but then again, there was a pushing foul call.
And continuing to be aggressive is this young gentleman right here, John Ron Reliora.
And then they're now taking advantage of the penalty situation.
Right.
I think Antipolo is in the early penalty situation, so they need to attack more. Oh,
right.
Is that the penalty situation?
I believe so, but I think it has to be updated, no? Samantala, 2 for 2 from the line from John Ron.
Because it was a non-shooting foul when the foul was called, and then he was awarded for 2 free throws.
Right.
So the lead is now.
There, it's updated.
Okay.
There you go.
So the lead is now down to 14.
There's another 3. That time, Cian misses. Oh, check. Yes. Cian Coronel. Almost a steal by Domingo. But Rizal Switch Fiber able to recover. Now here's an elbow 3 that was offline.
There's going to be a pushing foul there.
Coming from Mayor.
So they're going to send somebody from the free throw area once more. And that is number 22,
right?
Daryl John De La Cruz.
Right. Daryl De La Cruz, the other half of the De La Cruzes of Rizal, missing a rare free throw at that time for Rizal, as they have been outstanding from beyond the stripe so far tonight. Splitting his charities, lead down to 13. And this has become interesting indeed, Ray.
This is something we expected. No? We expect a tight struggle here for both squads.
And look at that. They went back to that press defense of theirs. J.D. Wango missing the first shot. Gets it back. Now here's the drop. Underneath. Nowhere to go. Right. And the canopy was taken out there by Riohan Tamayo. So umbrella-like defense by the big guy of Rizal. Here's a 3.
Oh, yeah. That was a perfect timing for Reliora to knock down the 3-point shot.
He is heating up. Lead down to 10. Oh, what a response by Cian Coronel.
Ito naman, playing like a cold-blooded assassin, and that is Coronel.
John Reliora breaks the press after that long pass. Now back to him. Looking to drive, loses the ball.
Oh, another turnover.
Great anticipation now. Ahead of everybody. JD Wanko will not miss.
That's something they need to address. The number of turnovers. In the first half alone, they had 20 of them.
Oh, that was a lucky break for Rizal. Switch fiber.
And then they were called for an 8-second violation.
I stand corrected.
So that is another turnover.
Backcourt violation was called against them. And yeah, sayang because the lead was down to 10 already. I thought Ron Mayor was caught that ball beyond the midcourt. Apparently, hindi pa pala. So, yes, 8-second violation against Rizal Switch Fiber. Here was JD Wanko. That matchup, no? JD Wanko versus John Ron Reliora is like a match made in Mount Olympus. And match na match sila. Parehong mabilis, parehong dynamic players. In the meantime, Sian will go to the line now for 2 as he got fouled on that last attempt. So far, for the JY Antipolo Titans, it has been JD Wanko who is pacing them in terms of scoring. He now has 16 points, while Tristan Teo has 13 for Rizal Switch Fibers.
Pero maraming katulong itong koponan ng Antipolo
Right.
No? So far, we've seen balanced production from them. We've seen Ngo contributing, as well as Ian Coronel. Oh, that was telegraphed. And once again, the number of turnovers has been hurting Rizal.
Right. In the meantime, the veteran move there by Alejandro. Throwing the ball off the leg of an opponent.
That was a Philip Cesar move.
Yun. Tapal King. Although hindi tapal yun, no? And they are having trouble again, crossing midcourt. Finally, Rizal Switch Fiber does.
And another turnover there.
Another turnover. And I think they forgot about putting a big guy in the middle once again. Nagulat sila dun sa press na naman ng Antipolo. In the meantime, Sian pulls up short.
So talking about dodging a bullet there.
45 seconds remaining. Oh, underneath. That's a bucket for Rizal Switch Fiber once again. Lead is 14. Now they implement a press, but easily broken by the Titans and going all the way. Martin McCoy.
It's been probably the most versatile player we're seeing here. No? To see Martin McCoy.
And yes, another telegraph pass, and guess who? Oh, that was a tap ring for Martin McCoy. Almost a dunk right there. Now, John Ron Reliora, Rizal has 6 seconds to come up with something positive, but they lose it.
Stop.
This will count if it goes in, though it was short. That 3-point try by Hanso Chavillo. So at the end of 3, Antipolo almost losing control, but they regained their wits about them and staved off that furious rally by Rizal Switch Fiber so far, though we still have 10 more minutes to go in this game, and these are the third quarter highlights. We'll take a short break. When we return, the fourth and final period. Fourth quarter underway. Antipolo JY Titans up 75 to 59 now as that was a good play of the break coming from Rizal switch fire, but they're once again trying to press.
Yeah, and look at the adjustments made here.
Oh!
Twin tower combination.
Right.
It really won't matter with
Right.
Wanko
JD Wanko
playing with a bigger heart, no?
Right. And he sends Tristan Teyok back to the weight room. Sabi ni JD, punta ka muna sa pound for pound fitness, Tristan, as he completes this pound for pound fitness foul counted play.
You really need a lot of upper body strength in putting that shot up. And then here comes another turnover for Rizal.
What a shot there by JD Wanko against a guy who's a full head taller than he is. Hanggang dibdib lang siya eh.
Oh.
Ni Tristan Teyok.
And you know what? If there's one thing Rizal needs to get back on, I think that is the number of turnovers they have committed.
Right.
And for a while, they tried the ploy of using a twin tower combination between Teyok and Tamayo, but they sense that it's not working.
And to remind our viewers of the situation, this is game 2 of the best of 3 series between Antipolo and Rizal in the 14 and under division. So this is a division finals as Coronel scores once again. In game 1, Rizal switched fiber, took game 1 versus Antipolo.
In a decisive fashion, no?
If they win today, they will go to the national finals. But right now, they are down by a huge 19-point lead over the comebacking Antipolo JY Titans. Oh, good defense right there. A block on a jump shooter. In the meantime, awkward shot coming from Tadeus Angeles as he was well defended in the paint. McCoy loses the leather. Angeles once again, the soft runner. That bounces out, but he was able to fish for a foul. It will go against, I believe, JD.
And this time around, it was Angeles elected for a floater. Hindi niya pinilit na pumasok sa loob. No? They need to do a better job in terms of managing their turnovers, but at the same time work on their shot selection. Kailangan nila rin gawin niya. No? I know that they are in the panic mode right now. They are behind by 18 points with 8 minutes and 27 left. But there's still a lot of basketball time. But you just have to come up with wise decisions at every turn. They were able to come back, no? And,
down to 10.
Down to 10. But then again, that big burst by Antipolo.
Yes, courtesy of McCoy and Wanko.
Yeah.
Not to mention Coronel, no?
Coronel as well.
In the meantime, Antipolo JY Titans, they elected to go inside, but they had to go back out. 5 to shoot. Here's the the push shot is good by Sean Malquisto. I mean, if he was a 6'7" NBA player, dunk na yun. Yung forma sa ere, pan-dunk eh. Pero tinulak lang niya, pumasok.
Ang kagandahan dito sa ginagawa ng Antipolo, that they were able to preserve si Zion Aguilar. No? Because Zion Aguilar is not playing 100% because of the other guys stepping up na ipapahinga nila.
That was a good setup job by Malquisto, but better defense inside by Rizal. And speaking of defense, that was a block on the other end and floating in the air. Martin McCoy.
And McCoy has been doing a wonderful job. Both ends of the floor.
I mean, the combination of Martin McCoy and JD Wanko is just so fun to watch, partner. No?
Talagang ano yun eh. Parang they're off and running eh. When you have those two guys.
See it again.
Yes,
come fly with me. Right there. In the meantime, we will take a short break and return after this Nature Spring timeout. Back to the action, live from Banana Court in Las Piñas. Eman Cabilas alongside Ray Hoble and Nicole Lim is our courtside correspondent. Our score is 84-63. Back to a 21-point lead by the JY Titans of Antipolo after that gorgeous layup by Martin McCoy. And here they go once again. Here is Sean Malquisto being hounded by Riley. Sean goes right. Here's the in and out dribble, trying to jump it into Barcelona. Now the corner three won't go, and Barcelona will be called for the push against Tristan Teo. Now we have 6 minutes and 48 remaining in this game. Ray, what should the Rizal Switch Fiber do in order to mount a sustainable comeback?
They need to settle down, first things first. No? They have to protect the basketball and send the ball over once again inside to Teo. Several times they've been having success doing that. But then again, they are being forced to get out of their comfort zone by this pesky defense by Antipolo.
And you have to hand it to the JY Titans of Antipolo. In the early part of the third quarter,
Yeah.
they were being when Rizal Switch Fiber cut the lead down to 10. It was mostly because of the drive and draw plays of Rizal Switch Fiber finding their big guys inside after the guards are driving hard to the paint, no? And then nag-adjust yung depensa nitong Antipolo, and they were able to get a lot of interceptions dun sa mga drop passes na yon.
Yeah, at saka yung ginagawa nga nila kanina ng mga different types of defenses, diba? Iba-ibang muka, pinakita nila yon. But then again, once Antipolo figured that out, and then they started to run once again, and then gave Rizal a dose of its own medicine by pressing once more. Eh, doon na nagkaroon ng problema talaga.
And again, they generated a lot of turnovers against Rizal. Samantala, what a move by Sean Malquisto. Looking, well, deceptively looking for a teammate, and then just gugulatin ka na lang doon sa dukot na layup na yun.
Oh, parang ano no? A way for him to turn in the corner, no? And maganda nga yung ginawa niya ron.
And in the meantime, minsan lang makahawak ng leather sa offense. Itong si Tristan Teo, pa-save pa. He was able to save that, but it fell to the wrong hands. And another turnover, sadly, for Rizal Switch Fiber.
And again, frustrations are mounting on the side of Rizal.
5 minutes, 8 seconds to go. 25-point lead. Make that 27.
Or perhaps Coach Ruel Buenaventura has to figure out a more on experimenting. No? Baka sakali yung mga ibang players niya that you have to forget about this game now.
Yes.
Na alam mo naman way in control na itong Antipolo, and try to prepare for the next game, which is going to be a grudge match.
Yes,
diba?
Tomorrow. And again, I believe it will also be held in Las Piñas, no? Although a different venue. And you're right, itong Rizal Switch Fiber, they'll be practicing short and selective amnesia after this one. The time is not on their side. Under 5 minutes to go. It's still a 24-point lead. Oh!
Wow!
Sayang. Ang pang photographer yung forma na yun sa ere. Hindi lang pumasok. However, they get the steal back. Zion. Oh, what a play.
Wow, parang no? Parang may shades of Berhel Meneses, no? Yung mga galaw,
Nakaupo sa ere. Voyaging in the air. Pero that time, he set up his teammate perfectly. Hanzo Chavillo scoring.
Another turnover for Rizal.
And Domingo, he loses the basketball. I thought he was gonna go all the way. Samantala, going all the way there is John Ron Reliora.
Ito na si Reliora, ang halos bumubuhay dito, no?
Right.
Sa koponan ng Rizal. But then again, masyadong malaki yung deficit and they need more.
Itong si John Ron Reliora at si JD Wangco, isa lang ang gear nito, nasa top. Samantala, oh, what a fake. And the spin, however, couldn't find the angle to get that shot off the glass. That was Riley De La Cruz. Now here is Miguel. Oh, Miguel, sorry miss right there. Good move though by the youngster.
Ito kanina, no, si Barcelona, his shot, his short stab was blocked by Teok, but then again, he never gave up.
Yes, stayed with it.
Stayed with the play and then was able to put it back.
Now 2 free throws coming to Hans Ochavilis' way. First try, nothing but net.
I don't know. I think we're going to have a difficult time choosing our best player here.
Lalo na naglalag tong live stats.
Yeah, and at the same time, because of the key contributors here
Right.
there were a lot of them dito sa koponan ng Antipolo.
A little over 3 minutes to play, and our score is 94-68. And yes, talking about the key contributors for Antipolo.
Yeah, of course, we have Wangko, we have Bakoy, diba? We
Right.
have Ngo. These are the contributors, but
Let's go into more details.
of course, for the Rizal, for the Antipolo JY Titans, you have, of course, Ngo, who's been playing solidly as well.
Yes.
And, of course, you have JB Wangko, who's been playing solid as well.
Also Makoy, no?
Bakoy is another guy, no? But so far,
Right now,
talagang mahihirapan ka pumili no? To any one of them. No?
right now, Antipolo has 3 players in the high double digits, no?
Yeah.
But I will leave it to my partner, Ray Homlet, to pick the POG later on. As may mga darating pong stats. We still have 2 minutes and 39 remaining. The lead is 24 at the line right now. Rizal, switch fiber.
Well, it appears that Antipolo really came out prepared in this game. So, nakita naman natin sa simula pa lang, mainit na kagad yung pasimula nila. And that's really very encouraging when they hit 4 3-point shots in a row. No, that set the tone for them
Yes.
for the early breakaway.
Yes, 2 of those coming from Domingo, and then Martin McCoy joined the party, as well as Cian Coronel, no? And that really set the tone for this game para dito sa JY Titans of Antipolo. In the meantime, Tristan Teok getting 2 free throws again. Very solid fundamentals for this young gentleman. Itong si Tristan Teok.
But more than anything else, aside from that torrid 3-point shooting earlier for Antipolo, it was the defense.
Right.
No? Talagang pinahirapan nila itong koponan ng Rizal, no? Forcing a lot of turnovers from them and then turning it to transition baskets.
Oh!
Ito nga, nakareserva pa ito halos no?
The escape by Zion Aguilar. Driving her to the left and then just sidestepping to the right at the last second.
Parang yung reserve mo lang sa gas tank, di ba? Parang ganun
And you're right, while Zion Aguilar, a key player, of course, for the Antipolo JY Titans, is not 100%, mostly recovering from an injury, as we see his move once again, eluding the defense inside the paint, and that was smooth for Zion.
At the same time, medyo ano pa nga yan no? Medyo pigil pa. No? Kasi
Yun nga.
ang mahirap dito sa injury ni Zion, no? May mga times that parang ang coaching staff is trying to manage it, di ba? Trying to manage the injury, trying to manage the pain as well.
Right.
And that's the reason why they're not forcing Aguilar to play heavy minutes. But fortunately for them, there are plenty of guys who are more than willing to step up. Marami talaga, no? Si Ngo, andyan din si Bakoy, andyan din si Wangko, andyan din si Coronel, no? A lot of individuals there who are ready to step up big for the side of Antipolo.
Under 2 minutes remaining, and our score was 96-74. J. White Titans, yes, the return of the Titans. They will not go away quietly into the night. They dropped the first game and just came back strong as ever right here, regaining their identity during their unbeaten run in the elimination round. And yes, yeah, there's a review right there. Was that
Somebody got hurt, but
Right.
it happened
away from
not
the ball?
away from the ball.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate with this game, well, already decided. Tapos may nangyari pa ng ganun. Well, we'll see. Because, yeah, in the previous game, there is a key player that may or may not be allowed to play
Right.
the following, in their last game tomorrow because of an unfortunate incident during the last seconds of that game.
Yeah, got thrown out because he hit the opposing player above the shoulders. That's part of the rules, no?
And yeah, was slapped with a disqualifying foul. And now, yeah, that play and that call will be in appeal and review before tomorrow's game.
And we don't
That
have
was
much
very
time,
crucial.
no? We don't
Yes.
have much time.
That was so crucial. In the meantime, ito naman, this is a bit different because, like we said, the game is already decided. 22-point lead, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes to go. And then baka mamaya, meron pang key player. Itong JY Antipolo Titans ang hindi payagan buwas. So we're still waiting for the verdict. Here's our...
I think they're going to ask more angles, no?
Okay.
And see if there was
Right. Well,
indeed a contact.
Right, and even our commissioners and our executive directors, also our, of course, our technical director, reviewing that, reviewing the footage, just making sure that the right call will be made and whatever penalties to be implemented is correct. In the meantime, partner, while we have a lull in the game, we would like to thank our most gracious host dito sa Las Piñas, Tropang Villar, for hosting Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL once again dito sa Banana Court. And of course, let's acknowledge and thank our sponsors. Pound for Pound Fitness, Biliga Ready, Pound Active for quality sportswear, Don Benito ang pambansang kasama, Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the official basketball of Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Nature Spring, the #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Thank you also to Winford Resort and Casino Manila. Also to to Extreme,
Yeah.
one-stop shop for appliances. There you go.
Yeah. But one thing we expect, we anticipate in tomorrow's encounter, grudge match, no?
Oh, play continues.
Yeah.
All right. So, finally,
Might be an incidental contact there.
right. Probably, yeah, ruled out as an incidental contact. The behind the head pass there on the money. That's right. JD Wanko capitalizes after that gorgeous play orchestrated. That was a playground pass coming from Zion Aguilar. Samantala, nothing there inside the paint for Rizal Switch Fibers. Right now, Rizal Switch Fiber, of course, they will go back to the drawing board. And what are the adjustments they need to make in order to take this finals sa South Division?
Well, first
Sa North Division, sorry, rather.
First things first, they need to lessen the turnover. It's a given. I think they have committed more than about 30 or more turnovers, and you cannot expect to win a basketball game if you turn the ball over 30 times.
Oh, yes.
But on the other hand, they need to capitalize on their advantage, which is the inside game. That is where Rizal has that edge over Antipolo, and that is something they haven't capitalized in this game. For Antipolo, of course, they need to have that balanced production, that run and gun game that's been going on smoothly throughout this game. And kikita naman natin, no?
And they continue to pour it on. As we have 40 seconds remaining in the game. And you know what? Zion Aguilar played spectacular in this one, pero he only had 8 points. Pero the way he facilitated and carried his team is really key for this very big victory para sa Antipolo JY Titans. In the meantime, nothing there for Antipolo, and yeah, with 8 seconds remaining, right now we are discussing on who will be the player of the game.
We're going to have a difficult time choosing. We're still debating at the finals until the final seconds.
Right, and because basically the leaders, the key players of the Antipolo JY Titans have nearly identical statistics. Yes, they're filling up the stat sheets for the JY Titans, and they're getting this victory. And that is it. It is official. This North Division Finals is tied at 1 game apiece between Rizal Switch Fiber and the Antipolo JY Titans, who just claimed the big dub in tonight's match.
So the crosstown rivalry continues. And tomorrow's grudge match is going to be a lot more exciting.
Oh, yes.
A 30-point whipping by Antipolo.
Statement game at that. So our final score, 105-75.
They lost by 16 in the first game, and then they have to double it, and then they came back with a 30-point whipping of Rizal.
Right, and what a showing here for the young gentlemen of the JY Titans of Antipolo. And so far, in this game, 4 players from the Antipolo JY Titans are in double figures in terms of scoring. And before we go to our chosen extreme player of the game, we would like to acknowledge first yung ibang contributors. Number 1 na dito, getting a spectacular offensive night is JD Wanko, who had 21 points. Also, Martin McCoy, he had 18. And yes, Cian Coronel has 14. Hanzo Chavillo has 12. I was mistaken. 5 players of Antipolo in double figures pala. Hindi lang pala 4, 5 players. In the meantime, coming up is the Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors versus the Manila Health Forum with Dr. Atoy. This is the division finals of the 16 and under North. So do not go away, and please do stand by for the post-game interview with Nicole Lim.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.